Here are the 4 most common chess opening mistakes that is preventing you from winning more games. Hey guys, welcome to IQchess. As we all know, the opening is the most crucial phase of a chess game. Having a consistent and solid opening repertoire means you get more familiar middle and end games and end up having a good time playing chess. In this video, I will be counting down the 4 most common chess mistakes that beginners and intermediate players make in openings. The target audience for this video, in my opinion, is anyone rated below 1200. So, let's get straight into mistake number 1. So, mistake number 1 in our video is actually not knowing openings at all. What that might look like is you trying to come up with stuff on the fly. Here we have a game played by my friend. He's playing with the black pieces. He's rated around 800. This is a blitz game, 5-0. The game begins with g3. We have d5, bishop to g2, e5, b3, c5, bishop to b2, knight to c6. Now, the person playing with the white pieces is playing a double fianchetto setup, which is not like bad, but you are not fighting for the center. You have no space, and if you don't play properly after that, you're gonna have a bad time. And white immediately shows that they have no idea what they are doing after they play the move e4. And after d4, the position is completely locked. Both of their bishops are dead. The light square bishop is facing a brick wall, and the dark square bishop has a double pawn chain in front of it, making it completely obsolete. Here, white goes for d3. I guess that is to develop the knight to d2. We have h5 from black, which is actually one of the best moves. And we have f4 trying to undermine the center, simply losing after e takes, g takes to queen h4 check. This is the problem. When you play stuff that you don't know, you often blunder more. And after king f1, queen takes, knight f3 to g4, we have knight to d2, knight to e5, and after this point, the game continues on for a couple of moves, and black wins the game promptly. The way you fix something like this is by actually studying some basic openings. If not learning the theory, at least understand the basic principles, such as fighting for the center, developing your knights to the middle, developing your bishops out, castling and connecting your rooks. Trying to spend some time on opening principles will hardly take you a couple of minutes. You can just watch a couple of YouTube videos and start playing, but what can we say? Some people are lazy for that. So, let's move on to mistake number 2. The second mistake in our video is one-sided chess. What I mean by one-sided chess is you play chess all by yourself. You don't give a damn about what your opponent is trying to do. You play forward-looking attacking moves which don't make sense. This is very, very common below 1000 at triple-digit ELO. Here I have a game. Actually, we have 2 games to look at, both played by the same person. They are rated around 500 and both of them are rapid games. The game begins with d4, d5, knight to c3, knight to f6. Already, no inventions. They are playing sort of a principled opening, Chigorian variation of the queen's pawn opening. We have e3, and here, my friend, the best way to play would be bishop to f5, e6, and try to go for c5. However, the 500 brain kicks in and black plays the move bishop g4. That is a brain dead move. You are simply trying to attack the queen. This is a one move attacking move, and more so, if your bishop can be thwarted off by a simple pawn push, that probably is a bad move already. And we have exactly that. White goes for f3. We have bishop h5, g4, bishop h6, g5, knight to h5. The knight is on the edge of the board, and at this point, the position is already plus 2.2. It is the 6th move of the game, and it's plus 2.2. Of course, the players are rated really low, so the position sort of equals out after white makes some mistakes. It's already 0-0. But nevertheless, having this position is not going to help you in long term. The next example. Again, here we have e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6. Kudos to my friend. They are actually playing some real thing. Here we have the Scotch game actually. And again, the 500 ELO brain kicks in with the move bishop b4 check. We had bishop to g4 attacking the queen last game, and now we have bishop to b4 check. After c3, the bishop has to move. We have d takes. My friend gambits a pawn with f6 and proceeds to take the pawn, the queen rather than the knight, and already they are lost. This position is +3. It is the 6th move of the game and it is +3. That's really bad. The bishop is terribly misplaced. It has to probably reroute via b6. Only the knight on c6 has some purpose. The queen is out. Should not be out at this point. This knight has to develop via e7 probably. The king is butt naked. So yeah, this is bad. So the way you can fix this specific mistake is ask yourself what your opponent will play. Before you play the move bishop to b4 check, think about this. Ask yourself what is your opponent gonna do after you play the move. That, in my opinion, is the simplest and straightforward way to prevent yourself from playing such disastrous moves. Let's move on to mistake number 3. This is the favorite of beginners, cheap tricks. What I mean by cheap tricks is the openings where you rely on a specific move from your opponent, sort of like a trap. And if they play accurately, you are dead lost. The most classic example I can give you is the wayward queen attack with e4, e5, queen h5. Why they simply trying to take the pawn? They are just hoping and praying for g6 or knight to f6, trying to destroy black. And yeah, it works. This opening works. It definitely works at beginner level. A lot of players blunder. But playing this is not going to benefit you in long term. If black knows what they are doing, let's say black plays knight to c6, you play bishop c4, trying to go for checkmate, g6, queen f3, knight f6, knight c3, knight to d4, and you have to go back. This position is already 0.4, 0.5 for black. c6 d5 is on the way. Black can finish it to the bishop. You have just helped black and nothing else. Even if you have success with such openings, they won't last long. As you climb up the ladder, as you get more rating, you'll start losing more. So, my recommendation is, if you want to play something hyper aggressive, let's suppose you want to play the queen h5 wayward queen attack and want to be more aggressive. You would much rather play something which is aggressive yet solid. Something like King's Gambit or the Danish Gambit. Or, in my opinion, one of the best openings that I love a lot is actually the fried liver combined with, you can go for the fried liver here, or if black plays the Yuko piano, you can go for the event gambit. Both of them together form a really strong repertoire that you can study and play super attacking chess. So, that is it for the cheap trick section. And let's move on to the final mistake. This mistake is committed more so at the intermediate levels, around, I would say, 1000 to 1500. And it is not understanding the opening that you play. Here I have an example. It's my own game. It's from the Blitz pool 5-0, and I am playing with the white pieces. I played the move e4, c5 from the opponent, knight to f3, knight to c6, d4. This is the open Sicilian. And here my opponent, who is playing with the black pieces, already goes wrong playing the move d6. That is a brain dead move. The move d6 simply yells at me saying, hey man, I don't know what the hell I am doing. The whole purpose of playing the move c5, the idea behind the Sicilian defense is to fight for the center with the flank pawn. And once black plays the move d4, you should take the pawn, trading your flank pawn for a central pawn. However, this simply allows d5, you have to move your knight. I got a3, knight to a6, c4, and knight is just terribly misplaced. It has to reroute via b4. Sorry, it can't go to b4, it has to reroute via c7. And here black just goes all out with e6. I just develop, e takes, and queen to e7, which is a terrible move because it just helps me develop. It puts the queen in front of the king, and black goes all out with the move f5. After castles, I'm coming with the rook on e1 with some discovery ideas, and black loses the game after a couple of moves. I mean, there is end the game because it's already plus 1.9 plus 2 around that. So, what should you do? You have two choices. You can, instead of playing the Sicilian defense, play something that's easier to understand. Something like the Caro-Kann, the French, or e5 even is not a bad idea, or the Piet's defense, the Scandinavian, all of them make sense. Let's suppose you do want to play the move c5. The variation I would personally recommend that you study. Also, another problem is you should know what to do against the Alapin. There is the b3 Snyder variation. We also have the wing gambits, the Smith-Morra gambit. We have the closed Sicilian with the Grand Prix and all the other sidelines. But yeah, that's the problem of playing some complicated openings with multiple branches, because you would spend all your life studying and yet your opponent might play something that you have no idea about. So, okay, let's say the open Sicilian. What you should be really doing is simply take the pawn. There's no other choice. And after recaptures, I would really recommend the move g6, playing a dragon. Also, if you are someone that plays with d6 instead of knight c6, something that I would recommend personally is the Scheveningen. Something that I really enjoy playing with the black pieces. It's really flexible. You do need to study a lot, but if you're dead set on playing the the Sicilian defense, this is something that you can investigate and try to play. So that was it for the 4 most common mistakes, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 300 subscribers, currently at 271. So your continued help is really supporting me a lot. I would like to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. I will see you guys soon. Till then, stay tuned.